What up? So, I don't know what day it is. It's like day 34. You just guys watched my top single on Larson press, 265. Moved super well. So, next week's going to be 275 for a single is the plan, which will match my Larson bench PR. So, bench is coming back pretty well. Pretty well. So, we're going to do some back offsets, but we got a lot of work to do today. We got to do some axle bar, some SSBs, some front squats, and then a bunch of accessories after. So let's just get after it. Let's figure this out. All right. Huh. Well, I just screwed up. I think that plate is supposed to go on that side. Because there's one over here. Yeah. Well, whatever. It is what it is, right? We already finished it. So, misloaded the bar. I think that's the first time I've ever really done that. At least to that. I think I put on a 2.5 instead of a 5, but I don't think I've ever just left the plate completely off. So, that was supposed to be like 3 something. Let's see, that was supposed to be 365. We just hit 355. because we just did not put on a plate. So, all right, well, I guess if anything, our one side got a little extra work, our core got a little work from whatever, compensate. I mean, I'd be lying to say that I barely even felt it. Or I wouldn't be lying to say that. So, didn't really feel too bad. First rep, I guess I did kind of feel that my right side was just a tad, like, to that side. And I thought it was just trying to compensate or something for my setup. I didn't know it was compensating for the weight. It is what it is. But all right, back off sets. This one's for sure loaded correctly because we cannot mess it up because there's just 3 plates on each side. That's funny. I can't believe I did that. I haven't done something like that ever. That's a stupid mistake. All right, well, that wraps up training. To be honest with you, I don't know, it seems kind of boring today. Nothing crazy happened too much. I mean, the axle bar moved well. The SSB moved well. Everything just moves how it's supposed to, which is monotonous, but like it just is what it is, and that's okay. Sometimes like a lot of the stuff is just going to be repetitive. Like some of this stuff is just going to be, very. It's just going to be it's just going to be repetitive. It's going to feel like the same exact thing. It's going to feel like there's no progress there or whatever. But to be honest with you, the progress isn't here. The progress is always on our main lifts. So if I can come in every day and kind of hit the same number, at least for me personally, a lot of my secondary stuff, then I know I'm moving pretty decent. Now my bench is a little different. As everything else, my bench climbs and my main bench will go up. But honestly, for my squat and deadlift, like going up in weight on my main day is so fatiguing for me. That it's hard to add weight on my secondary because with adding more effort, the weight stays the same. Because in order to add more weight, I need even more effort because I'm coming in more fatigued. At least that's how it works for me. So I don't stress too much on the secondary stuff. I'd like to see, the needle move up. I'd like to see weight go up, all that stuff. But like when it doesn't really concern me too much as long as my main stuff is going up. So, which it is. My squat and deadlift are feeling much better on the barbell. So I'm feeling back closer and closer to where we were at. Again, right before we got hurt, we were at like a 375 squat, or 475 squat. And I'm not quite sure at the deadlift. I'm going to say between 475 and 5, just conservatively, just based on some of the numbers that I hit. So we're getting back there. Everything's coming back. It's coming back slow, but it's coming. We still got, it's like 13-ish weeks or something like that. We're about 12 weeks out, which is really when everything really, really kicks off. So, this is the end of the week, actually, even for me. This was the last day of my training week. Honestly, pretty decent week. Nothing crazy. At the end of the day, nothing like absurdly eye-opening, so crazy. I don't know what to do with it. Blah blah blah, or like I can't understand like what happened or like that was so wild that moved. Everything moved pretty well this week. Deadlift moves okay, squat moved okay, bench was okay, 275. So next week, RP9 week, super big week for me. So my heaviest week is always week 4 because it's when my time to peak is. I peak about 4 weeks. And RP9 is about the highest I'll take it. I don't like to fail lifts, especially during these meet preps. I'll fail during the off season when we're doing sets of like 8 to 10 and we'll take it to failure. But with this stuff, I try to not fail. So I'm trying to hit RP9 stuff for sure. As close to that as I can get, really. So next week we're going to do that. We're looking at like a 290-ish bench, give or take 10 pounds. I'd like to touch 300. We'll see how that goes though. And then for squat, hitting 400 would be cool. I think we're planning for a 405 though, but I want to touch in the 400s for sure. And then 425 is like my deadlift, what I want to do. So we just hit 405. I think we can go up 25 pounds and be pretty all right. So I'd like to touch between 420 and like 440 for my deadlift single. But we're going to kind of see how it goes, to be honest with you. So we're going to do, we're going to probably take out our squat and we'll hit 405 and we'll see and we'll gauge it. And if we need to go up, we'll go up even. And if that means that we end at whatever it is, who cares? It could be 600 pounds. Doesn't matter. Whatever the RP9 is what the RP9 is. And if that's 400, it's 4. If it's 430, it's 430. If it's 480, it's 480. So because we're not hitting singles again until the meet. Or at least until a block of the meet. But after this block, we're doing triples again. We're going back to triples on our top sets and stuff like that. We're really going to dial in. But I will admit it, I absolutely messed up with the programming stuff. And I thought that this was going to happen, and it did. So I thought, I had 2 options with these days, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I could have either had a secondary bench day by itself and a secondary lower day by itself, or I could have fused the 2 together and had like just some bench work and squat day, a second squat day, or some bench and then some bench work and a deadlift day. I picked the former, so I picked to do a secondary bench day by itself and then a secondary lower day by itself. And I thought that on paper it looks all right. But I knew just from having to warm up and switch bars and go from here to here and fatigue that I thought that this was going to be too much to do in one day, and it absolutely was. So we barely got through our workout today, which is not what we want to do. We want to be able to get through the whole thing, obviously, but it is what it is. We're here. We got to figure out kind of like what to do. So we're just going to adjust. All we're going to do is do things just a tad bit different. We're going to fuse the 2 days together back to kind of what it was. So I'll do a bench, and then I'll do a lot of squat work. And then the next day I'll do some bench and then a lot of deadlift work. That's it. So kind of like, I don't know, kind of like what's normal, I would say, for most people, is to have like them split up like that. I thought that it would go like this. I just hoped that it wouldn't. But in the back of my mind, I knew that this is where it was going to end up. And I should have trusted more of my gut on how this actually was going to go, not how I hoped that it would go, but it went how it went. So we're going to switch some things up. We're going to break the days apart. We'll do some bench and then some deadlift stuff and then some bench and then some squat. I'll probably end up, by the end of this, frequency-wise, I'll bench 4 times per week. I'll squat 3 times per week because I'm going to squat on my main day. I'm going to squat on my secondary squat day. And then on my deadlift day, I'm going to do another squat as a deadlift and a squat variation, which I'll probably explain later on. But that's where we're at. So we're going to doing basically 4 bench, 3 squat, 2 deadlift, call it a day. And we'll do that for the next couple blocks in a row. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't really have much else to say. If you like the video, hit like. Watch some more of my stuff. This is probably, to be fair, one of my more boring vlogs. I don't know. I don't have a lot to say on some of these days, especially when I'm trying to rush through. Not really rush, but I'm trying to stay focused so I can stay on top of the time and stuff like that because it's running late. So it's a lot of work to warm up to top sets and back off sets and switch bars and all that. So I had to stay focused. So, but if you like this type of stuff, watch some more of my stuff. I post vlogs now 4 times a week, and I'm trying to put out a different video depending on how things go. I used to put out a video every day, but honestly, I kind of would like to take my time a little bit more with those long form videos of just general stuff or even short stuff. I just want to take a little bit more time to put out maybe some better quality stuff. Puts a little bit more effort into it because I can take a couple of days to do it instead of trying to record it all within a half-hour span and then edit it the same day and put it out the same day. Hopefully I can take a couple of days to really get some stuff, to edit a little better, to add some more stuff in, to say things a little different or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. If you like stuff, subscribe, watch more of my stuff. If not, then leave a comment. Maybe leave a super hateful comment. That's what most people do. No, I'm just kidding. I was just trying to be funny. But yeah, do what you want to do. Leave a comment if you think I suck. If you don't think I suck, if you don't want to leave a comment, then don't. I don't really care. It doesn't really, I can't really force you to do anything. So it is what it is. But watch some more of my stuff. It really helps me out. But other than that, we'll see you guys on probably Saturday for our main bench day, where hopefully we're going to hit we're going to hit 300, but we'll hit around there for sure. We'll hit between 290 and I'd say 315, probably airing more towards the 300. So which will put us in a great spot to go into our triples because we are making such good progress. I feel very confident that come by the end of the meet, I do think 315 will finally fall during competition and not just in a meet. Or not just in the gym. So that's it. That's all I got. No outro. Video cuts off. I don't know what else to do. So, yeah.